Once upon a time, there were no rivers and lakes on earth, but only the eastern sea, in which lived 4 dragons: the long dragon, the yellow dragon, the black dragon, and the pearl dragon. One day, the 4 dragons flew from the sea into the sky. They soared and dived, playing at hide-and-seek in the clouds.
Come over here quickly,
said the pearl dragon.
What's up?
said the other 3, looking down in the direction where the pearl dragon pointed. On earth they saw many people putting out fruits and cakes and burning incense sticks. They were praying. A white-haired woman kneeling on the ground murmured,
Please send rain, God of heaven, to our children to eat rice.
For there had been no rain for a long time. The crops withered, the grass turned yellow, and the fields cracked under the scorching sun.
How poor the people are,
said the yellow dragon.
and they will die if the rain doesn't come soon.
The long dragon nodded, and then he suggested,
Let's go and beg the Jade Emperor for rain.
So saying, he leapt into the clouds. The others followed closely and flew towards the heavenly place, being in change of the affairs in heaven, on earth, and the sea. The Jade Emperor was very powerful. He was not pleased to see the dragons rushing in.
Why do you come here instead of staying in the sea and behaving yourselves?
The long dragon stepped forward and said,
The crops on earth are withering and dying, Your Majesty. I beg you to send rain down quickly.
All right, you go back first. I'll send some rain down tomorrow.
The Jade Emperor pretended to agree while listening to the songs of the fairies. The 4 dragons responded, Thanks, Your Majesty. The 4 dragons went happily back, but 10 days passed, and not a drop of rain came down. The people suffered more, some eating bark and some eating grass roots. For some were forced to eat white clay while they ran out of bark and grass roots. Seeing all this, the 4 dragons felt very sorry, for they knew that the Jade Emperor only cared about pleasure and never took the people to heart. They could only rely on themselves to relieve the people of their miseries. But how to do it? Seeing the vast sea, the long dragon said that he had an idea.
What is it? Out with it quickly.
Look, isn't there plenty of water in the sea where we live? We should scoop it up and spray it towards the sky. The water will be like raindrops and will come down to save the people of their crops, said the long dragon.
Good idea,
said the others as they clapped their hands. But, said the long dragon after thinking a bit, will we be blamed if the Jade Emperor learns of this?
I will do anything to save the people,
said the yellow dragon.
Then let's begin. We will never regret it,
said the long dragon. The black dragon and the pearl dragon were not to be outdone. They flew to the sea and scooped up the water in their mouths. Then they flew back to the sky, where they sprayed out the water on the earth. The 4 dragons flew back and forth, making the sky dark all round, before the long sea water became rain, pouring down from the sky. It's raining, the crop will be saved, the people cried and leapt with joy. On the ground the wheat stalks raised their heads, and the squirm stalks straightened up. The god of the sea discovered these events and reported to the Jade Emperor.
How dare the 4 dragons bring rain without my permission?
The Jade Emperor said. The Jade Emperor was enraged and ordered the heavenly generals and their troops to arrest the 4 dragons. Being far outnumbered, the 4 dragons could not defend themselves, and they were soon arrested and brought back to the heavenly place.
Go and get 4 mountains to lay upon them, so that they can never escape,
said the Jade Emperor, and he ordered the mountain god to him. The mountain god used his magic power to make the 4 dragons fly there, whistling in the wind from afar, and press them down upon the 4 dragons. Imprisoned as they were, they never regretted their actions. Determined to do good for the people forever, they turned themselves into 4 rivers, which passed high mountains and deep valleys, crossing the land from the west into the east, finally emptying into the sea. In China's 4 great rivers were formed: the Hangzhong, the Black Dragon, in the far north; the Hangzhe, the Yellow River in central China; the Chongjiang, the Yangtze or Long River; and farther south in the Zhoushan, the Pearl, and the very far south. The end.